things that we can consider as maybe a positive throughout this pandemic is the fact that there's been a big push to support buying local. And one of the areas where we can consider buying local is buying food and beer from local craft breweries. With us right now on The Source, we have Nick Mirka. He's the producer and the host of a program called Tales from the Ale Trail that focuses on craft breweries. Nick, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
So Nick, first off, the idea for producing this show, putting this show together, I think you had an ulterior motive because you've tested beers from all over this region. Do you have a number of how many different beers you've tried in the course of producing this show?
I could put it in a poundage. I gained 25 pounds since producing this show. So I don't know how many beers I've had collectively, because we have to try them on camera and off camera, because we want to do our thorough research. But yeah, 25 pounds would be the amount of beer I drank. Thankfully, I've lost it since then. But yeah, it's a hard job.
You seem to be having a lot of fun with yourself and the co-hosts. Just enjoying the times out to visit these breweries. How do you arrange each of the programs?
Well, we reach out to the breweries that we love and admire. Which pretty much we like to explore all of them, though. And we just try and get to know them. What we try and figure out is how the brewery establishes a sense of place and how we can highlight them and what they're uniquely doing. Because, beer is the same 4 ingredients unless you add that 5th ingredient. But each brewery is a part of the community and actually becomes a hub for the community. So something like Counterpart Brewing Company in Niagara Falls, which wasn't even open 2 years ago, is now a local watering hole for a lot of locals and has established that. So we want to tell that story as well as show off their beers and foods and stuff. So we look just for variety.
Your personality comes through in a couple of the episodes that I've watched. One of the beers, the Oast Pitchfork Porter, you call it Ryan Gosling in a glass.
This to me is Ryan Gosling in a glass.
It is Ryan Gosling in a glass. It is. It is smooth. It does no wrong. It is charming. It is amazing. And it's like Ryan Gosling. Anything he does, you're like, how are you this good?
IPAs and porters, a saison or a stout. So many beers to choose from. I'll try them all, no doubt.
You put a lot of your personality in each of these programs, but you also look at the total experience. If I look at some of the names of your episodes, Ales and Axes, The Art of the Flight, Brew You, Beer 101. So it's more about the experience and not just about the beers themselves. And there's also the food aspect.
Beer is about the experience, and that's why we wanted to create this show. If you look, we produced it. It was myself, Mark, Drew, and Chris, and we're 4 really good friends who go to college together. It's about being together. It's about how the conversations you have while you have beer together. And then it's also about exploring, right? Exploring flavors, foods, places. That's the fun of it. Craft beer is a playground.
Are you concerned with the health of this industry during this shutdown under COVID-19?
We've fallen in love with so many businesses and breweries, so we're thinking a lot about them these days because the nature of their business has changed. So yeah, I would love to see everybody remain open, and I would love to see everyone thrive. One thing that I think that's been a huge positive is online beer delivery. Right to your door. You can order it. Sometimes it's faster than Amazon. And you have a lot of these local breweries, Silversmith, Breakwall, all these guys are they're delivering it to your front door in a completely safe manner. And what's nice too is when you buy a 24-pack off them, all the profits go to that brewery, as opposed to if you buy it in the LCBO where they get a sliver of it. So I think that this, in a way, it's a way that we can now support them more.
Plans for future episodes, Nick?
We have something fun in the works right now. Actually, after this interview, I'm meeting with the boys and we are going to be discussing something I'm kind of excited to share with the world. So hopefully that will come together and just be a way of entertaining everyone.
So we'll look for that on the website, talesfromthealetrail.ca. Thank you very much for your time, Nick. And again, we support your efforts to support the craft brewery industry.
Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate you taking the time.